A 5 foot 5 inches tall woman with light brown hair by the name of Kathy Loganberry, the morale officer, was minding the communications and stated,
I have you in my scanner, sir. Is there any way you can slow your descent?
No, I've done everything I could. Tell Cherry I love her.
The next thing Kathy heard was a loud explosion, then silence over the communication line. Kathy slammed her hand on the intercom button and screamed,
Redbird down. All emergency response teams report to the tarmac immediately. Thor's star car has crashed 50 miles south of the Institute.
As the time lab falls into silence and darkness, an eerie blue flicker emanates from the time arch. A bare human arm, belonging to Ruthie, slowly emerges from the device. Ruthie, once a crucial ally, is now trapped within a treacherous time vortex and has become desperate to escape its grasp. Fueled by a burning desire for revenge against those who left her in this nightmarish predicament, she seizes the opportunity to claw her way back into the world of the living. Unbeknownst to Ruthie, her daring escape does not go unnoticed. George, Cynthia, and their co-workers quickly become aware of the looming threat, and they find themselves in a race against time to stop her. The group must traverse the fabric of time itself, chasing Ruthie through various eras and locales. Their mission is critical. They must apprehend Ruthie before the time vortex completely drains her life force. As they embark on this treacherous pursuit, the team will face countless obstacles, uncover hidden secrets, and grapple with the consequences of altering history. The fate of their world hangs in the balance as they battle the clock to save Ruthie and preserve the delicate balance of time. Thor slowly entered with the sword in his hand and stated,
I am only going to ask this once, and if I don't hear the right answer, I'll drench the floor with your blood. Is Defense Minister Jesheman Bekaroth alive?
All of them stared at Thor silently, in open defiance, daring him to make a move. Then one of them spoke up and said,
Give it up, Sentinel. There isn't a thing you can do to us that will force us to talk.
Thor leveled his sword at the prisoners and threatened through clenched teeth.
Tell me what I want to know, or you will all die.
Yeah, right, Sentinel. You don't have the guts to do it.
Thor buried his sword in the side of a Lasertran prisoner, then decapitated the others, spun around, and shoved his sword in the chest of one behind him.
George, a gifted electronic engineer, has uprooted his life from Massachusetts to Tennessee in search of a fresh start. Little did he know that his relocation would lead him to make a groundbreaking discovery, the Time Arch. This device grants him the extraordinary ability to travel back in time and acquire rare and valuable antiques. During his travels, George rescues a woman named Cynthia, and the two quickly fall in love and get married. However, their bliss is short-lived as evidence begins to surface suggesting that Cynthia might have a dark and dangerous past despite the damning evidence. George remains steadfast in his belief that Cynthia is innocent. Desperate to clear Cynthia's name, George and Cynthia enlist the help of a woman named Ruthie. Ruthie, a skilled investigator, initially has ulterior motives. She attempts to seduce George to gain access to the Time Arch for her own research, but as she delves deeper into the case, Ruthie finds herself becoming romantically involved with various men from the past, complicating the situation even further.
A minute later, Sam appeared next to Debbie, clad in his long cloak and wide-brimmed hat, and asked,
So when does the fun begin?
Debbie instantly snapped to attention and saluted.
Hold on there, Cadet. Don't go military on me. Relax, we're in the field.
Callistus explained,
We have to stop about 24 men and 2 gunboats before sunup. Sue should be sending a large tank of flammable solvent through a portal any moment now, but I haven't seen any guards as of yet.
A horizontal portal opened 20 feet above the water, and a large metal tank slipped through unnoticed and hovered just above the water, too close to their position. Callistus sighed and said,
I can't ignite it there. It'll fry us all.
I'm on it,
whispered Debbie, eager to show off for the Admiral, as she dove in the water and pushed the container into position. Just then, a pirate poked his head out of one of the gunships, spotted something moving and hollered,
Who's there?
and began to fire at the tank of flammable solvent, igniting it into a ball of fire. That swiftly spread over the water, turning the inlet into a river of fire. Debbie quickly dove underwater to avoid getting hit, but she was struck in the side before she could react. She struggled desperately to stay afloat and managed to make it to shore where she collapsed. Callistus hollered,
Sam, let's try and get them in a crossfire.
In minutes, the camp was swarming with pirates, firing at anything that moved. After a 10-minute gun battle, the pirates strapped Debbie's limp body to a tree, and the leader hollered,
Drop your weapons and surrender, or the woman dies.
Sam, they've got Debbie. Hold your fire.
The two men approached the pirates with their hands and guns over their heads. Sam whispered,
Protective shields on, weapons on, stun. Once we reach Debbie, we position ourselves in front of her to protect her. Then we let him have it.
As they reached Debbie, the men quickly spun around. Callistus hollered as he leveled his rifle at the pirates.
I think it's you who should surrender.
Laughter suddenly broke out amongst the crowd, mocking Callistus's bold statement. Sam shouted,
Fire!
Blasts of energy streaked through the night, rapidly finding their marks as bullets ricocheted off their shields. Once silence reigned, Callistus glanced at Sam and inquired,
What's wrong?
I was hoping for a knockdown, drag-out gunfight. Instead, all we got was a bunch of wimps.
Whatever, Sam. Why don't you round them up before they come to, while I take care of Debbie?
Carefully untying her and lying her on the ground, Callistus contacted Moonbase 1.
Sue, I need you here and fast. Cadet Debbie's been injured.
Seconds later, Sue appeared, then hollered as she dove for the ground, firing her pistol.
Look out!
A blast of energy struck the would-be assassin, liquefying his body into a yellow-brown ooze, which swiftly seeped into the sand. Sue quickly returned with Debbie. Sam bellowed,
A little help here, if you don't mind.
Having the prisoners tied up, Sam surveyed the pirates and commented,
What a motley crew they are. Do you think we'll get any information out of them, Cal?
Nope. None of them look like they have the brains to come up with a strategy as complex as this. Deb did mention about Norm, who tried to waste her. He's probably their contact.
How are we going to locate one person in this jungle?
questioned a frustrated Sam.
Sam, you're slipping in your old age. Deb mentioned that she was washed up on the beach after the ship was destroyed. That should be on the other side of the island.
Callistus contacted Sue and inquired,
Can you contact the nearest Coast Guard and inform them about the bunch of pirates we have tied up? Then see if you can bounce a signal off one of Earth's satellites.